hi, how's it going? Lude here. Hi, it's me, Lude. So, if you know me, you know I love Warhammer stuff. And it's been a while since I watched anything Warhammer related. It's been so long since the last DLC. So I thought, you know what, Cody just posted a new video about Theodore Buckner. I know a bit about him. I know he's basically the the suicide scapegoat. I can't say that word. The Schlurschlag scapegoat for Elspeth that got rid of Tamarkan. So I'm gonna see how he's gonna do. I know he'll do us a lot of lewd jokes, and I love it when he does. All right.
Welcome to a Noob's Guide to Theodore Buckner. This monosyllabic murder mountain is Theodore Buckner.
Hi, Theodore.
He's big, mean, strong, and accordingly has the silliest playstyle of any legendary hero in all of Total War Warhammer 3. But as the judicial champion and state executioner for the city of Nuln, Teddy the Bear here is the last word in law enforcement, civic punishment,
Guys,
and
look how
settling
big he
any
is,
petty
good
squabbles of his patron, the Elector Countess of Nuln, Emmanuel de Lebowitz. Did you see what the Countess was wearing? I swear her Arschenschaffnung was showing. Theodore, cut off his ball.
Look. If men can wear cod pieces, women can flaunt their chests. Okay?
In this video, you'll find out who this Titan headsman is and how Theodore Buckner plays in-game. To unlock him, you'll first need the Empire part of the Thrones of Decay DLC. Then
Which I
pick
have.
any Empire faction and get its main character to level 10. You'll be given a quest to build a livery stable. Do this and then kill 1,000 enemies in battle
yeah,
with
that's
melee
the part
cavalry,
where-
and
the
then
part
you'll
where
have
it's
finally
annoying.
checked enough boxes that Theodore Buckner will lumber his way onto the battlefield. A giant of a man, dour, ruthless, and with as much to say as an introvert in a communal hot tub, Theodore Buckner towers over most citizens of Nuln, so it's no surprise they gossip about him like a bunch of clucking hens.
Get it? Because
Is he really a blood-tainted Norskin, or just an extremely tall dwarf? Did the Dark Lady of Nuln, Elspeth von Draken, really experiment on Buckner to make him larger? Because I heard Bruckner's Wiener Schnitzel is so large, it has given the Countess's Bunderschnatcht und Echo. Echo.
Bunderschnatch. God, I love Cody Bonds. The Countess Bundersnatch.
Oh, scheiße.
Why do you expect
All we
that?
can be certain of for sure is this Hound of Judgment is an oblique reference to
here he
Game of
comes.
Thrones, and yet
Here he
is
comes.
somehow a less
Oh boy, here
grim,
he
dark
comes, he's coming.
version of the mountain. Buckner's mysterious origins just enhance his bloody reputation, sowing fear in anyone who plots against the Countess and ensuring a second thought before anyone dares insult her. In a judicial duel with a noted swordsman, Buckner was disarmed by his faster opponent, but then just picked his enemy up, slapped him around for a little bit, and then banged him over his knee,
Nice.
snapping his spine
he's
like a
gonna do it.
Slim Jim. So it's no doubt Buckner is inhumanly strong, but has the subtlety of a brick through a store window. On a
Okay.
super secret covert mission to Marienburg, he challenged the first person who knew him to a fight, and then grumbled whenever he could that he wasn't allowed to just wade in and cut through people like a scythe in a sea of grass. It's no surprise that he is no general, or even a captain for that matter,
He's
in the
just like
game.
force
He
of
has
nature.
zero talent for leadership, and most wouldn't even follow him anyway, as he's chopped a branch off every noble family tree in Nuln. For over a decade, Buckner has fought and killed at his mistress's command, making him the longest-serving champion of Nuln in history. If she snaps and points, Buckner is all, "Yes, my lady," and then doffs his fedora and whips out Liar's Bane. This great sword, used by the executioners of Nuln
was
for
gonna do
centuries,
the
is
jumping bit
already
again.
acquired by Buckner when you unlock him in-game, and its
alright.
ability timer is recharged by staying in melee combat. His unique skill, Champion of Nuln, comes in clutch here, as he never tires in combat, and if an enemy lord or hero ever goes below 20% health, Buckner will instantly execute them as a passive
that.
ability. You don't even have to do anything, because his sword may say the truth will prevail, but if you believe trials by combat were any
Holy shit, I never noticed that. Then again, I doubt my PC can zoom in that good.
Fairer than normal courtrooms, you haven't been paying attention. And just to drive that point and his lance home, for mounted duels, Buckner is equipped with Storm Lance, a magical weapon crafted from runed meteoric iron that somehow manages to both burn and
meteor.
blast anyone he stabs it into.
always
And he
meteor
does
and
all
fancy.
this from the back of a demigriff. And not just any old wingless griffin, Reaper here is the largest demigriff ever captured, and quite possibly the meanest one to boot. Reaper's mere presence will terrify entire armies and inspire other demigriffs to up their reps and post some gains in his presence. All this together makes Buckner a better Empire Captain hero, with a great mount and enough unique purple items to ensure him a spot in your next raid thanks to that high gear score. And yes, I'm mixing my hammers with my crafts here, but when it comes to war-playing games, most of you do as well.
Warcraft.
So when I say that Theodore Buckner is an arms warrior, you'll agree. He doesn't have as much health as protection and doesn't do as much damage as Fury. So he's a PvP specialist with situational anti-large benefits. Buckner is pretty good on the charge thanks to all the cooldowns you can blow, where you'll hit enemies with the Hand of Judgment to slow them down, then pop every available ability to buff him for 30 seconds of
That is
pants-wetting
how I
terror
play
for
most
anyone in his path. That's enough to stop a cavalry charge or significantly dent an enemy lord or hero's health. Or, like MILFs at a stripper aerobics class, you can go on the offensive and bring the pole to them. If Buckner can't kill his enemies on the charge, he's not actually tanky enough to hold the line. And you can't really catch up to the faster heroes again, and he can't fly to get some of the bigger ones. So, what's the point of him? Well, he has a fun little trick thanks to Elspeth von Draken, who was called in to help during the invasion of Tamerken because reasons.
If you had spent more time at the War Council and less in your bed, Nuln would not have its enemies battering the gates like strumpets at your boudoir door. Try closing your legs and the gates before both are ravaged by savages.
Wow.
You'll pay for that.
During the invasion of Tamerken, the Dark Lady of Nuln marched out to fight the Maggot King and ordered Buckner to tactically swat that fly-covered corpse, believing in him so much that she personally gave Buckner her Balefire amulet.
I never noticed her staff have little flowers. That's so cute.
For protection against the dark sorceries of chaos, leading to one of the top 10.
Yes, Benchy? What is it, Benchy? That's what I thought.
Anime betrayals of all time. I want to make it clear here that in a 1v1 fight, Buckner's demigriff Reaper disemboweled Tamerken's plague toad Bubobolos, and Buckner fought Tamerken in a duel, then split the rotting ogre in half from neck to navel. Neither of which can Buckner actually do in-game, but he is more than capable of taking out most heroes with his execute ability, if they'll stand there to fight him. Most heroes will just run away from him, and heroes have a bad habit in Total War Warhammer of just stopping attacking. Not that any of that actually mattered in
true,
his
the
lore,
animation gets
because
wonky.
Tamerken wasn't an ogre, he was a chaos-imbued worm piloting a meat mech, and when Buckner ripped him a new one, Tamerken used that hole to wiggle 12 inches of worm into his mouth. But somehow, this was all part of
Great
a plan, just not Buckner's. The Balefire amulet does not just protect, it also projects large amounts of fire in a radius around the wearer on its death. That's right, Elspeth von Draken strapped a bomb to Buckner and did not tell him first. And now you can do it too.
Yay.
The trick to this is you have to level Buckner to 20 and then get his Champion of Nuln ability I mentioned earlier. This also makes him unbreakable, so he will never run from battle. So right-click, stick him on an enemy hero like glue, and then watch as he burns down the hopes and dreams of someone else's army. And then, because he's a legendary hero, Buckner will just respawn again a few turns later. And the game wants you to do this. So right-click, press all his buttons, and then forget about him. If Buckner kills a lord or hero with his execute, you win. If he dies, he detonates, and you still win. Because when you're a treetop lover like Theodore Buckner, It doesn't matter if you're taking the log or the red giant falls over on you. Either way, you're not walking away from that much lumber. So show your enemies what a medieval justice system really looks like, and sick a 7-foot murder mountain with zero sense of empathy on them. Cut a swath through your enemies and bring the pain to heroes and lords with a sword as long as he is. And if that fails, just remember to pack your amulet. Because this has been a Noob's Guide to Theodore Buckner. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to all my patrons who continue to support this channel and make videos like this possible.
Go support Cody
You can join
Bond.
it to find updates on anything in progress, or join the Discord where we talk about this stuff constantly.
Did you bring the amulet? The amulet. The amulet for Tamukan. The amulet chosen especially for me to kill Tamukan. The Balefire amulet. That amulet. Oh man, this just make me want to play another, just an Empire campaign really. He shows up no matter what Empire campaign you play, right? I hope he shows up when you play as Marcus Wolfhart. God. Justice for my boy Marcus. His campaign used to be so fun in Warhammer 2. But anyway, that was fun. I'm probably gonna play an Empire campaign soon. But for now, remember to go check out Cody's channel, support him. He's a great guy. Go do it. Go like this video. Go watch it and like this video. Do it for me, please. All right. Love you guys. This has been Lude.